welcome back to part 2 of my new railway. As you all know, if you watched the last video, I have just finished my exhibition layout and it's ready to go on the circuit. This, however, means I have not a lot to do if I don't have a railway. So, I now have a shed. And within about a day, I had track going all the way to here. This is because I have to cross the doorway, and that doorway is here. Took me a little while to get this section sorted. Still is a little bit temperamental, but that's as you can expect from a movable section which keeps moving. I'll turn the light on here.
No, not exactly perfect in full focus, there we go, not exactly perfect, but trains will run over it, that's fine.
So, let's give you a bit of a tour. So, this here is the station scene, and on the back here we have the removable section, not removable, the raised section. This here is going to be a bridge that I will be building from scratch, just a piece of wood with wood underneath it. This here is the wheels kit footbridge. Now this will eventually span the two platforms, roughly like that. Currently I haven't, because I've got the platform pushed all the way under the bridge, which it will. In fact, I will be creating the illusion of it going even further. Even though the point for the run loops there, I like to have a nice long train. Moving along here, we have, this is the Railway Modeler free kit, Metcalf kit, lower relief building. I enjoyed making this. It is warping a bit, being the fact that we're in a shed. I can fix that. This is a new bus shelter from Metcalf actually. Here we have two resin buildings. Both used to be situated on my original exhibition out before the 009. And here we have another Metcalf building. This is the terraced house, and another Metcalf industrial building. Moving along here, we have a lovely resin building. I believe it might have been Syncraft. Right? It was either Syncraft or Scaledale, was one of them. But it's very nice, and currently inside is my number 60163 Hornby Tornado. Moving along, we also have my Hornby 4496 Golden Shuttle, A4 Pacific. Moving along, we have my Hornby Rail Crane. Oops, sorry about the shake there. My Hornby Rail Crane, very nice, along with this ballast wagon. Definitely needs some detailing inside there. Very dusty as well. And here we have my Bachmann Plus Rail Crane, which never made it into the video, even though it was bought for the original 00 gauge layout. Moving along, we also have the 08, which you should have all seen by now, called John. You have two Mark 1 coaches, and the Pullman. And Great Western box van alongside my pannier, which I'm pretty sure you've all seen. Moving along, got a lovely black engine here, 42363 in British Airlines black. And moving along, we have probably one of my favourite engines. One of the first ones I ever had was number 25, Harry the Hauler. And that is not the name I gave it, that is the official name. As if I can pan you around here. There you go, there's the box, Harry the Hauler. Moving back over here, you have LNER 8579. These two engines, the 42363 and 8579, are both non-runners, and they look quite nice parked up in here. And I'll get into what this area will be in just a minute. There's a bit of a clue. Moving along, here we have my Dapos motorised signal. Currently out of action due to the fact that the wires are very, even when soldered, are very fragile. So if you move them too hard, they will separate. Hopefully, the wire's still intact, and I will be resoldering them soon. Here we have my Dapol 2 houses, along with the Gauge Master hub. And another Dapol model, definitely needs repainting. Look at the state of that, definitely needs repainting. Another Dapol building. Now moving along, panning across something that we'll get onto later, we come to this another raised section here. This will be another tunnel. I'm going to have to turn the light back on. Is another tunnel which currently has my Metcalfe double O gauge church. And next to that we have a resin built tunnel mouth which will sit above the track like that. And then here we have my jet propellers, because I do like my planes as well. Now underneath it, I have to admit, is not painted, but I think I'm either going to paint it or leave it, and I think it'll look quite nice in its classic position. So I'll zoom in across the layout like that. Here we have a roll of plastic cloth, and that will be used to create the embankment here. Now what I did knock over was this. This is a Bachmann Sea and Craft signal. Moving along here, this will be the making of a good siding. Moving around, we have the Metcalfe Manor Farm buildings, which will be a nice little scene with the lovely little dirt track running down here, all the way to the actual Manor Farm building here. This will also be raised up, more to come on that later. This is another full resin building. This is one I've had for a number of years, and I really can't remember what it is actually, who it's made by. But as we come down here, to disguise the fact that there will be a platform here, and this will be countryside, there will be a board here and a board there, and this will be raised up on top of a hill. Now moving back around, we come back to the end, and here in fact is my, I'm quite proud of my Venus engine, which doesn't work. So I've taken the motor off, which was in a tender, and I've painted it up, weathered it, and to be honest with you, I quite like the look of it. It's quite good. They helped me. It's a classic sight of engine structure on the side, and even a fan on the front. That brings us back to it. Now, onto what I bought as I filmed this yesterday at the Taunton Raillex. I did not film anything there because I always get too caught up with something else, and I was also helping out with the Taunton Model Engineers, which is my local model engineering club. You may have seen one video from it. More videos coming soon. Now, yesterday I was very good and I didn't spend a lot, but I bought these things here. One is the Expo Heavy Duty Helping Hands with the acrylic magnifier, which is this here, and I've got it set up how I probably would have it, with something under in the jaws here. Looking down like that. I've also got a small little backroom wagon, detail that counts, and for $14.95 I bought myself a very nice towed brake van. Fits the setting of the railway perfectly. This one was Dowlais Clay Harris, which is Welsh, I believe. Someone's probably going to tell me I'm wrong, but as far as I'm aware it is.
And as you move down, got lovely wagons here. That's what I say. Now as we move down, this is another wagon, not bought at Taunton Railx. This is something I bought from Bishop's Lydeard Station on the West Somerset Railway, and got it for, I think it was about £8. I think it was £8 or £10. Not too bad. It's not a die cast. I thought it was quite nice. Lovely weathered. It's lovely. Moving down. Here is what I think possibly the best buy yesterday. This is a Lima collection for £39.50. This load haul got cosh 37,884. Now I've been looking for a class 37 for absolutely ages now. Ever since a friend of mine who has a YouTube channel, go check him out. Probably not leaving this link in the description, but he goes by the name of Hilliford Junction. Came and he brought a load of his engines over. He hasn't currently got it out, it's still in the making process. But I said, why don't you bring a couple of your engines down? He brought loads. But it gave him a good run. It was absolutely brilliant. And among those was a Class 37 by V-Trains. This is not a V-Trains I know, but I've been looking for a Class 37 ever since, and this is absolutely beautiful. Load haul, it's not quite perfect for the layout, but I'm letting it slip because, for £39.50 I wasn't going to let that chance go. Lovely engine, just operates in the area that I'm modelling, and not this exact one, but load haul certainly did. And I do, whilst this is, as I didn't mention, this is modelling a heritage railway. It's not perfect, but I do think I need an engine that can pull my tanker train. Quite a few of them all around on the shelf, and by the way, there is quite a bit on that shelf. Some of it's on the layout, some of it's on the shelves, more up there, and quite a bit on the floor. I'll get onto in a minute. But I think I look quite nice putting my tanker train. Now, scenic wise, yesterday I had a bit of a trip. So this one here I got as a present for Christmas, which was quite a long time ago, I know, but still needed it at that time. Blended turf and the foliage here, the stuff you tear off, and the ballast are all from Bishop's Lydeard Station. The foliage will be used on this area, more to come soon. It is also going to be used for some trees that I will be making, not out of sea foam. I'm going to be making them out of sedum heads. I'm quite a keen gardener, and I have quite a few sedum in my garden. If you want to know how to do it, it's in the Verry modeler, and as you can probably tell, I read the Verry modeler quite a bit. So if you want to find it, I'll probably leave in the description the number and the date of Verry modeling. You can probably find it. This one here came with, at the same time as the plastic cloth. This is a bush item, and this is what I bought scenic-wise yesterday. I bought myself some fine turf from Woodland Scenes as the earth, and I've also bought myself some 7mm medium grass, static grass, to go with this. So when they are scattered in here, got some 7mm, which I think is 4mm, and to be honest here, this would be, well, don't want to give away too much, but plastic cloth will make a nice hill here behind the building. All of this will be plastered over with some sculpt mould. This bit will be smoother than this part, and all this will be smoothed in. Now, don't want to give too much away because this will be a new series, or a video. It's not going to be a how-to. There are many YouTubers out there
and I can do about 4 of them who show you the exact same way as I'm doing it, way better than what I can ever do it. I'll certainly show you how I'm doing it. I'm not going to show you how to do it. But this will be sunken in. I am planning on only putting the plaster on either side, not in the middle of the track, because I'm thinking it would be quite nice looking with the fine grey down the middle, I think, and that will be mixed in with, if I come down to my very large modelling box, some of the fine ballast grey blend that I already have, and some other stuff which will be coming in a not too distant future. Now this here is my modelling crate, and it has a fair amount of things in it, I think you can say. Plus I have some trees in that bag. These are the trees I got off the 009. I've already told you about what I'm going to be doing on them. Those would be the same with what the foliage green stuff is for. Now moving over here, on the floor we have some boxes. These are all boxes from either my father or just something that I've bought from a very old layout which isn't with us anymore. I've gone to this one obviously. Of course I've got classic, I've got the Flying Scotsman here with the teak coaches. Yeah, it's alright. Not the best engine, but gotta have Flying Scotsman somewhere on your layout. And then I've also got the Pendulum, which is definitely not perfect for this layout, being a heritage road, but yet again, I've got 37 now. Plus a couple other engines, which could be pulling it. And underneath that, I have a Virgin HST, along with an Intercity HST. And of course I'll show you the Harry the Forwarder box, and if I move that out the way, I have my London 2012 Javelin train set. All of this was perfect for the original layout, not really now, not going to sell it or anything, going to keep it, and run it, works, might as well. So there's only one last thing to show you, and that's what happened to the original 00 gauge exhibition layout. Never reached an exhibition unfortunately, but I've decided to bring it down onto this layout, under it. Got some LEDs lighting it up, and probably going to stay here for a long time now. I'm hoping on eventually getting some track, and once I finish the rest of the layout, or got to a stage where I can move on and just go back to those parts that aren't really done, and having an incline and all the way up there to the sidings. So that's just about it for the layout. Hope you will look forward to the next few videos in the future about this layout. I certainly am looking forward to them. I hope you are too. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.